Sometimes I like to take a step back and think about how much I enjoy a certain set of lyrics that I've written, and breaking down the reason why is always very fun for me. The lyrics that sparked this video are my favorite new set of lines to shout at the top of my lungs. This being the second chorus from Signal Flare, which I will play for you right now. Let's see. So it's gonna start from here. I gain nothing, still we're always worth it. So raise the sail, we answer to no nation. Freedom means we need no destination. So say we do is care, cause we dare to brave the deep unknown. Though I know nothing, still you were always worth the gold. You know I love you so. Nautical allusions aside, or maybe because of them, I hope that this song is one of the best that I've written lyrically, at least to my taste. And I find that the way that the combination of words, rhythm, and melody culminate in this chorus is very compelling, to me at least. So when I like something, even and especially if it's something I made, my favorite thing to do is to break down why. So I do have a few songwriting habits that I never noticed for many years because they just came from my intuition. I didn't really interrogate why I did things the way I did, but I now recognize them after a lot of pondering. I think I can sum them up as such. I write songs like stories. They usually have a narrative shape to them, and I'm especially given to this specific contour, which the song Signal Flare, which I just played for you, does follow. So it's usually two rises and falls, the second one higher than the first, and then the part right before the final chorus, be that a bridge or like some other kind of pre chorus, would be the absolute lowest point of the song. And then the final chorus ascends the most and thereby hits the hardest. Everything else in the song, from the melody to the lyrics to the instrumentation, then works to mold the story into this shape. I think the most literal of the techniques I use, and the easiest to describe, is the way I use the pitch range of the melody to control momentum. So the low parts of the song also have the lowest and narrowest pitch range, and then both the range and the pitch rise towards the climaxes. When the melody jumps upwards by like a perfect fourth or fifth, then you know it's getting serious. So this is what I mean. By the time you hear this, you'll know the ways I'm in pain. And then we get to the pre chorus, which goes like this. Why did you choose me? I don't know. When thousands of people come and go. So it goes higher. By the time you hear me, why did you choose me? And then when we get to the chorus, we go, hold me in your arms. So by the time you hear this, why did you choose me? Hold me in your arms. So you can see how the pitch is rising and rising, and then when it hits that climax, we hit also the highest notes in the song. Complementing this melodic technique is a couple of parallel habits. So my low sections, like the verses, I usually have a very limited selection of instruments playing on them. And then as we build, I also start to add instruments to expand the sound of the music. I can actually show this to you by turning off the vocals so you can really see what I'm doing with that. And the verses go like the first verse at least goes like this. And then when we go into the pre chorus, you you can also see like that the beat, I mean, the rhythm of the music does gradually start to respect the downbeats a bit more. Like it gets a bit, the rhythm gets tighter. And then when we get to the chorus, it's like this. So the beat gets stronger, the range of the instrumental also gets higher. And then when I bring this back, so there's a second verse and pre chorus, which comes into that chorus that I shared right at the start of this video that like I'm really fond of. And when this second iteration of the chorus comes in, we start again with the hold me in your arms again, but the instrumental is slightly different. So you can hear that the new instrument there is the French horn. I'm very fond of horns. Then, when my favorite iteration of the chorus comes up, we add an electric guitar. And that horn melody also kind of ascends. If you can see it over here, pattern number 41, it goes up, like higher than it did in the previous iteration. But okay, the lyrics. That's the part that I wanted to talk about. So obviously, there's word painting going on with my favorite verse there. It goes, raise is the highest note in the song so far. Raise. But what I think really always strikes me about the lyric writing process, and maybe what characterizes my style, is the rhyme schemes, the assonance, and the alliteration, and the way that these things interact with the rhythm of the melody. So rhyme schemes are pretty simple to understand. So, like forever and never rhyme. Assonance is about the vowel sounds. So things like arms, past. That's the same vowel. That's assonance. Say, waste, taste. That's again assonance. It's not quite a rhyme because the coda is a different consonant, but the vowel, the diphthong, is the same effectively. So I am very influenced by music theater. I think like listening to Stephen Sondheim's lyrical style changed my brain chemistry, and I'm really fond of those like tight interlocking rhyme schemes. But I don't always use interlocking like AB or ABC BC etc. rhyme schemes all the time. I use tighter rhyme schemes to emphasize the climatic parts of the song in the same way as the melody, the instrumentation, and so on. So the starting verse of the song is kind of like the rhyme scheme is kind of loose. It's a by the time you hear this, you'll know the ways I'm in pain. You'd have seen me curled on the floor, screaming for help again. So, pain, again, they're not like, it's not a perfect rhyme, but it's close enough to have the feeling of a rhyme. And that's okay because it is the low intensity part of the song. I don't want it to sound quite so tight. And then when I move over onto the pre-chorus, we got why did you choose me? I don't know. When thousands of people come and go. So we've got the very clear rhyme of I don't know, come and go. Rhythmically, it also like mirrors each other. And that's it. And it does that for the rest of the pre-chorus until we get to we love till death or goodbye. All will die, but God, it's worth a go. Death or goodbye, all will die. And then go rhymes with I don't know and come and go. So we start to have some interlocking. And then when we get to the chorus, we go, hold me in your arms like it's forever. Let's forget the past, but never ever say it was a waste. For a taste of love, I'll have the pain. If I gain nothing, still, you were always worth the go. Arms and pass. Hold me in your arms. Let's forget the past. Same rhythm. Um, and then the matched assonance. Like it's forever, but never ever. So we've got like a pretty tight arms like it's forever, past but never ever. And then say it was a waste for a taste of love, I'll have the pain. So say, waste, taste, pain. We've got that assonance going, and then waste and taste rhyme. And then I'll have the pain if I gain nothing. So pain, gain, internal rhyme, and like you can see how it's all kind of interlocking. If I gain nothing, you're always worth it. Gain always, nothing worth it. We've got the alliteration of the th, nothing worth it. And the purpose of this rhyming and assonance is really to juxtapose the concepts. So on one hand, we have waste, but on the other hand, we have a taste of love. So you don't get one without the other. And same thing with pain and gain, and with nothing and worth it also ramps up the apparent intensity of that chorus. And now, when we get to my favorite chorus, we have, so raise the sail, we answer to no nation. Freedom means we need no destination. So say we do it scared, cause we dare to brave the deep unknown. Though I know nothing, still you were always worth the go. And God, I love you so. So raise the sail, assonance, we answer to no nation, nation, destination. Freedom means we need no destination. So free means we need more assonance. So say we do it. Okay, so this part is really fun. Say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown. It's interlocking like the two vowel sounds that we've had, a, e, say we, and then brave the deep. And then we throw in a bit of the rhyming, scared because we dared, the internal rhyme. So say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown. And then unknown, it's a bit of like a painting of meaning through rhymes as well. Unknown is this new vowel sound. It's a new rhyme that I'm introducing into the verse right then. But then we go on to form the next few lines out of that unknown vowel sound and rhyme. Though I know nothing. So I know nothing. It's an internal rhyme with unknown. Though, no, unknown. We're kind of like threading the unknown into the narrative at this point, literally, as well as like metaphorically. And then we get, you were always worth the go. And you'll notice always worth the go is this line that's like gets repeated as a refrain throughout the song. So when we bring back that go sound, we go, oh, unknown actually has that assonance with always worth the go, deep unknown, worth the go. And I really like enjoy the way that it kind of brings that vowel full circle, because it's like, well, the unknown is something we've always known, and it's always worth the go. Another thing that I really like to do in my lyrics is to mirror the thematic structure between choruses that have the same melody and rhythm. So in this case, very obviously the Hold Me in Your Arms chorus and the Raise the Sail chorus. But then like kind of like subtly varying the meaning and the intent of the choruses to convey forward movement of the so-called story of the lyrics. So here we have the structure. First line of the chorus is a simple call to action with a hyperbole. Hold me in your arms like it's forever. Raise the sail, we answer to no nation. So both of those are just saying, do this thing, beckoning something, and with a sort of hyperbolic ending to the line, forever. There's no nation that we answer to, that sort of feel. And then the next line kind of contextualizes this first line into some sort of sentiment that compels it. Let's forget the past, but never ever say blah blah blah. And in the second one, it's freedom means we need no destination. So like we don't care where we're going, and that's why we should, forge forward, raise the sail, move into the unknown, and connecting past to future, that forward momentum into that next line, which is the titles, like rhythmically and in terms of rhyme in the entire chorus for each of both the iterations. So say it was a waste, for a taste of love I'll have the pain, and say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown. So these lines are very much about acknowledging the danger inherent in the venture into the unknown, and a commitment to moving forward anyway. It's kind of like a, well, I know it's gonna suck in some way. I know that things could go very, very wrong, but we're gonna do it anyway. It kind of is the climax of the song. Say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown. And the thing I really like about this is also the way that the rhythm then imitates the meaning. So if we tap like the downbeats, it's like raise the sail, we answer to no nation. Freedom means we need no destination. So say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown. So like the way that it breaks from the rhythm, say we do it scared because we dared to brave the deep unknown, is like, I find that very, very fun to sing. Every time I get to that line, I'm like, yes, like pumping my fist, because it's just exciting, like that exciting break from the rhythm, which echoes that, exciting break into the unknown, that like tearing away from the predictable rhythm and then bringing it back to, though I know nothing, still you were always worth the go. Like you were always that starting that line on the offbeat is that, again, this line being the interweaving of the fear and the optimism. So like, right, we're skipping a beat, but still, it's worth the go. And then it goes back into that very steady beat. But the thing that you'll notice that like changes across from the "Hold Me in Your Arms" verse and the "Raise the Sail" verse is that the subdivision of the lines semantically changes the way that it's laid across the rhythm, the enjambment, if you will. If we subdivide the choruses into clauses instead of musical phrases, we get, so hold me in your arms like it's forever. Let's forget the past. But never ever say it was a waste. For a taste of love, I'll have the pain. And in the second verse, it immediately starts with a much more clipped phrase. So raise the sail. We answer to no nation. Freedom means we need no destination. So say we do it scared. Cause we dared to brave the deep unknown. So on that second verse, you can already kind of hear that the phrases do follow the musical phrases quite closely compared to the first one. So, in that way, that second version of the chorus is a lot more affirmative. There's a lot less uncertainty. It is following the shape of there's an alignment between the shape of the musical phrase and the semantic phrase. You'll notice that one of the pauses in the first version of the chorus does get turned into a word. So it's, but never ever pause say, but never ever say. And then the second version goes, need no destination, so say. So the pause becomes a so. And that, I think, gives that line a lot of forward momentum into the next. This is another kind of word painting. Like we go from but never ever say, so it's like, a sort of denial, like a twist, like don't say that, with a pause in the middle, that but never ever say. Whereas the second one is like, it's a continuation, it's more of a conjunction of like no destination, so say. So the fact that we don't have a destination means we will say, we will do it scared. Because, like, we make our own destiny is the idea. Yeah. One last thing, metatextuality. So We Do It Scared is a sort of metatextual reference to an internet meme. I always felt that that line strikes the balance between being both recognizable and tonally generic enough that it's easy to slip into the lyrics without it sounding weird and unwieldy. You know, it doesn't feel like I'm shoehorning the line in there. I like precisely the fact that it is not from a literary work. It's just a random Tumblr post that someone made, and I want to trigger or call upon that memory of that phrase because it's such a simple but poetic one. So we do it scared because we did. Working it into my favorite like climatic line of this song is one of the many things that makes it so fun to sing. So there we go. That's number one, an exploration of a song I'm very proud of, and number two, a little window into how I write lyrics. All right, addendum. There is a lot more I could say about like the nitty gritty of like how I choose my words. You know, how do I express emotions as metaphors and such. And honestly, I feel like that's a whole other video's worth of talking, and it definitely draws a lot on my practice as a writer in other formats. I write poetry and I write novels as well. You will find that my lyrical style does mirror my prose style, except that there is, you know, a lot more attention to rhythm and rhyme and assonance and alliteration and all of those fun little things. And so I think I will leave that to a separate video. Thank you for watching.